So January's almost over, also known as the Hollywood shit pile time of the year. Sometimes in January, like, I just hibernate. I lay in the fetal position in a closet until the month's over. So before I dive into this list of my most anticipated movies of 2014, I first want to let you guys know there's other movies on here that I don't think are going to be good movies, but for some odd reason, I just feel like I have to see them. It's like a car crash or like a shark bite accident. You're like, it's a little bit gross, but you want to look at it. So the first movie on my list is Tyler Perry's Single Moms Club. I'm just fucking with you. That's not really there. Okay, let's get serious. The first movie on my list is Godzilla. I can't wait to see this. Now, I've seen the teaser trailer for this movie, and I think tonally, visually, they're doing what they should do. They're taking it very serious. It doesn't remind me of the 1998 Godzilla movie. I remember being a kid back in the late 1990s and seeing the teaser trailer for that Godzilla movie from the director of Independence Day. This big pile of shit starring Ferris Bueller. Yeah, so this new upcoming Godzilla movie looks pretty badass. I like the throwback to the original Godzilla movies, where it kind of looks like Godzilla. He's a little bit more bulky. I don't know, that's just my weird thing, and I like it. Next on my list is X-Men Days of Future Past. I really enjoyed the teaser trailer. I love X-Men First Class. I love Bryan Singer's two X-Men movies. Combine the two things, I think you're gonna have a really awesome kick-ass X-Men movie. My only kind of complaint might be, does Bryan Singer still have it? What I mean by that, did anyone else see Jack and the Giant Slayer? Yeah. But the thing I enjoy most about this new X-Men movie is it's basically rewriting history. It's like, you know, X-Men Last Stand, it didn't happen, okay? We went back in time and those events never happened. Fuck you, X-Men Last Stand. You disappointment. The next one on my list is a Tom Cruise movie called Edge of Tomorrow, which is basically like the same concept to Groundhog Day, where it just keeps repeating itself and repeating itself, except Bill Murray's not there, and in this movie they have like robots and futuristic sci-fi warfare. So yeah, it's kind of similar, but not at all. The next movie up is 22 Jump Street, starring Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. And if you would have told me 21 Jump Street would have been a good movie, I'd have been like, no, you're crazy. That looks like a kind of a watered down, bland, generic comedy based on a 1980s show starring Johnny Depp. But you know what? The movie was a pleasant surprise. Really enjoyed it. A hilarious movie, and I can't wait for 22 Jump Street. Hey, Optimus, what are you doing over there? Come here, I want to show you something. This right here is a Decepticon. You kill him, you put him on top of your house, and you get free HBO for the rest of your life. That was my Mark Wahlberg impression. It's pretty awful. Anyway, the next movie up is Michael Bay's Transformers: Age of Extinction. I know what you're thinking, John. Those movies aren't very good, and I kind of would agree with you. I enjoyed the first one, but yeah, the other ones, whatever. But you know what? I am looking forward to this. I am curious about it because Shia LaBeouf's gone. We won't see little fidgety boys screaming. You got Mark Wahlberg plus robots. It might be entertaining. The next movie on my list is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and the Rise of the Planet of the Apes movie was my #1 movie of 2011, and I can't wait to see this movie because the apes are taking over, and it looks like in this movie humans are living in this like post-apocalyptic wasteland, and Gary Oldman's giving some kind of inspirational speech. I can't wait to check it out. The next one's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, and this just looks like a fun popcorn action comic book movie. It's kind of like the B team of the Avengers, but from everything I'm picking up about this movie, it just looks like a fun, carefree time that's not taking itself too serious. It's gonna get a little bit zany. There's a raccoon over there with a rocket launcher, which could be pretty cool. Okay, this next movie might rape my childhood depending on how bad it is, but it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a Michael Bay produced movie. And everything I've heard about this movie sounds a little bit awful. It stars Megan Fox as April O'Neil. Talk about a miscast. And the biggest negative I can say about this movie is Corey Feldman won't be back voicing one of the turtles. Pizza! That was my Corey Feldman impression. I've always loved the first two Ninja Turtle movies. Even though the second one had Super Shredder and Vanilla Ice in it, I still kind of always liked them as a kid. And this new upcoming Ninja Turtles movie, it might be bad, but I'm waiting to see it. I can't wait to see how bad it is. We'll put it that way. Now, the next movie might be an obvious choice for a lot of people, but it's The Hobbit There and Back Again. Because after watching the second movie, which I enjoyed, it kind of gave me blue balls, and now I'm like waiting to finally see this big epic action climax that's going to pay off. Those are my web shooters. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It looks like it might be a little bit too bloated for its own good, but either way, it looks like a fun popcorn action time with Spider-Man in it. You got Electro played by Jamie Foxx, and also you got Paul Giamatti playing the Rhino. Hey, Peter, I'm gonna get you. I'm the Rhino. Come here. That's my Paul Giamatti impression. So, Spider-Man 2. Yay. Dead or alive, you're coming with me to a PG-13 RoboCop movie. RoboCop, the remake, comes out this February, and I love the first RoboCop movie. That basically defined my life as a young man. It was violent, it was gritty, it came out the year I was born, and it was just meant to be. This new RoboCop movie looks a little bit watered down, but either way, it's RoboCop, and I gotta check it out. The next 2014 movie is going to be Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The thing that most intrigues me about this new Captain America movie is it looks like a movie totally different from any of the other Marvel comic book movies. It actually looks like a spy, thriller, espionage movie. Okay, so the last movie on my list of upcoming 2014 movies, and this just so happens to be my most anticipated movie of 2014. It's Chris Nolan's Interstellar. Why, might you ask? Because Chris Nolan, even on a bad day, can direct a competent, fun, entertaining movie that's well shot, not overly polished, not all bloated like Hollywood likes to do nowadays. He tones it down when he has to, but he gives you those big glamorous action shots when he needs to. Alright. The movie stars Matthew McConaughey, where they go in space. It's a sci-fi action movie. You know, and just something about the whole time travel aspect of this movie, that's always intrigued me, especially when you're talking about science fiction movies, and I can't wait to see where we go in this movie. You know, imagine these big, grandiose, epic sci-fi IMAX shots that take place in space. You got Matthew McConaughey floating around. I hope there's an alien or something over there. I don't know, but I can't wait to check this movie out. Okay, guys, so that was my list of upcoming movies for 2014. Those are the movies I'm curious to check out, even if some of them might be a little bit bad. So anyway, here's my question to you. Let me know down below in the comments. What is your #1 movie you want to see of 2014? And also let me know which bad movie of 2014 you want to see. You know it's bad, but you still have to see it because it's so bad. So anyway, guys, my name's John. This is the Flick Pick channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.